Welcome to Build, Grow, Profit, where you hear from entrepreneurs why they built their business, what they did to grow it, and how they profit. Hello and welcome to the show. I am your host, Cassie Parks, and I am so excited to introduce you to our guest today. She is amazing. She is the founder and host of Monetizing Mompreneurs, a podcast and a Facebook community that's rapidly growing and geared toward helping moms in their business. It's amazing. As a strategic web designer for over a decade, while also juggling three babes and married life, she has been doing this amazing business because she loves helping moms scale their business with digital products. And her goal is to help you on your journey, whether that's launching a new site, starting your own blog or podcast, marketing strategies, or just wanting a community. She is here for you. Welcome the amazing Linda Minable.
Hi.
Yay. Hi. And I will say, I meant to say this in her introduction, she is a true entrepreneur who takes challenges and just keeps working towards them. This is our second take of this. So thanks for your patience, Linda. I'm so excited to be able to share with you with everyone today.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here and happy to be here. So this is
Yeah,
my first podcast interview.
it is amazing. Yay. I love it. I'm happy to be your first. And this is also the first episode of Build, Grow, Profit. So that's amazing alignment.
Yes, so cool.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So I always like hearing from the person themselves. Of course, we talked about your amazing bio, but give us who you are and what you do in your words.
Yeah. So I would say I'm a web designer.
Mhm.
First. Well, maybe entrepreneur first, then web designer, and community builder, and of course podcast host as well. But I love marketing as well. Like I like sales and marketing very, very much. And so because I feel like there's fundamentals in that and it's just about like serving people and you know, basically doing the golden rule, right? Treating people how you want to be treated. And so that's what I would say in my own words, which is not very polished, but
No, I love it. I love it because we come from sales as like a service and we implement that golden rule. It's better for everyone, right?
yeah, absolutely. I think that's the key. A lot of people when they think they're, trying to sell something or wanting to sell something, they get caught up with, oh, I need to promote and I need to talk about my product instead of really understanding like why would someone want your product or services, and really go from that service approach instead of like what from their perspective of what they have, right?
Yeah, I love that. So why did you build this business?
Oh, that's a good question. So basically, okay, so in the beginning of my journey, when I was like a fresh podcaster, had two little babies, I just had my newborn. This is kind of like where it started, like, because right now my babies are like my youngest is gonna be off to kindergarten, right? And right now she's in pre-K, and I'm about to go run and pick her up in like after I'm done with this interview. And it started when I really wanted connection because the mom groups that I was in, they didn't know about having a business as well,
Mhm.
right? Because you're a stay-at-home mom, but then you're a virtual, I guess, entrepreneur, right? Growing a
Yeah.
business online. So you're not just a stay-at-home mom, but you're doing the stay-at-home mom tasks and you're trying to build or building your business. And at the beginning of that stage, it felt so alone and so cold. And so that's when I developed a my Facebook group, Triangle Mompreneurs. So it's been a long, yeah, I switched the name a few years ago. I think it was in 2017. I think I switched the name to Monetizing Mompreneurs. Um, but I started first with Triangle Mompreneurs because I am in the Triangle area of North Carolina. And I really wanted in person connections because I was already doing in person mom meetings. Like we would go to, someone's community who had a pool. So we would go over there,
Yeah.
and doing the mom stuff, right? With the strollers and the baby wearing. But I wanted something more. I wanted like entrepreneurial moms that weren't just, talking about how hard, the day is on being just inside your home, but also like maybe let's talk about like growing a business. And then I was invited to speak because I was blogging, right? I was blogging about my journey. I was blogging about different things. And I really believe in the power of blogging and I have a course on blogging, but that's beside the point. But because I like really, really believe in it, but that's what opened the doors for so many opportunities. And so when I was invited to speak, I spoke in like in different locations instead of being in the Triangle area. And because of that, people wanted to connect with me further. I was like, hey, join my Facebook group. And so I would develop kind of like these workshops. And instead of pointing to an offer or, sometimes I would point to my services and stuff like that, I would point to, hey, just join my community, join my Facebook group because I really wanted to kind of just grow it. And I felt like that's like, if you want to get to know more about me, that we are all together, kind of like that's where we can really connect and do something else. And maybe connect outside of social, right? Outside of
Mhm.
being virtual. And then I was like, I gotta change the name because it doesn't make sense anymore. The Triangle Mompreneurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, what can I do that's very simple that actually goes into what I would like to help people with and what I would like to help, mompreneurs with. And I was like monetizing online. And I didn't want a big name. And I was like, oh, monetizing, how about monetizing mompreneurs? I didn't change the end, right? I was like, I gotta find a different name from Triangle. I gotta find something else. And that's where monetizing came in because that I love I had clients I was helping build out their courses. I had clients helping them build out their website so they can monetize. I'm like, hey, that's what I'm about. Let me go ahead and put monetizing entrepreneurs on.
Amazing. I love that. And you also answered the second question, which is you built or you grew your community or your business by creating community, which I love because it's such
Absolutely.
a it's service and it just I don't know, so many entrepreneurs I think like we talked about at the top of the show, like you get caught up in I have to sell this, right? But you really grew
Mhm.
your business by creating community, which is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to come off code, right? Because sometimes we can be very logical and sometimes we can be very methodical, right? Like there's a method and logical and there's the emotional aspect. And so in the logical aspect, I was like, well, I'm building a business and I would rather have, people that have already bought from me in
Yeah.
one area, right? Have heard me
Yes.
speak in one area that I can launch to over and over again different products, right? Instead
Yeah.
of having to be in social, and they don't see there's more connection in a Facebook group than there is kind of like Instagram because people can connect with each other.
Yes.
And then, yeah, and then I was like, well, I can't grow this by myself. And so that's when I was like, who am I for? Who do I want? Well, I want the woman that wants to be visible because I'm a designer. I can make her look bomb online. So how can I make her be more visible? Because that's what she wants. She wants to really be more visible, and that's where she's at in her business. And maybe she also wants to bring in that client experience and journey into the mix. And so that's where I kind of like also kind of like, well, like the strategy came in
Yeah.
when it came to that, right? And I felt like, wow, and then because I had a product suite as well at the time when I was like excuse me, growing my group, I was like, I was getting sales without even having to pitch my products. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is where it's at.
That's amazing. And it's a great time if you are watching this on video to go to the side of your screen, to the left side of your screen, and grab the free templates that Linda has for you, right? For your next bundle or your next summit. Because they're amazing and they're just so beautiful. And like she said, she can instantly help you to look beautiful online in your business, right? Not just like who you are, but show up because that visual is important. So grab that. If someone is listening, just listening to the audio, how do they, is there a, tell us the site to get there? so they could go grab
Oh,
those?
okay. So it's
Or do they
you
just
can
go
go
to
to
your website?
you can go to my website,
Okay.
lindamendible.com. There's a link that says free, like get my free template. There's a button there. And there's also a bunch of resources on my homepage that you can definitely grab. Of course, I'm very responsive. You can just DM me, do not email me. Email
Love
me
it.
emailing is okay, but right now my inbox is so full. But DM me. I love DMs, like really DM me, and I will send that link straight away to you. I won't hit
Amazing.
you too much.
I love it. All right. So we've touched on this, but for you, the key to profiting in your business is having a recurring income stream. So
Oh
talk to
yeah.
us about that and how you've built that into your business.
I am a type of person. I can't fly. I could fly by the seat of my pants when I'm launching, but I can't fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to um, having bills. Right? There's so many systems that you're investing in. There's so many things, and I depend on being very consistent. Right? I depend on certain things to be consistent. And consistency is key when it comes to digital marketing. When it comes to marketing in general, who doesn't know about Coca-Cola? They've been consistent for years, right? And so I'm not the type to like wanting to chase a client. It's icky for me. Like, hey, I'm Linda, and I'm gonna help you. I saw your website, and it looks like trash. Let's go ahead and give you a new website, huh? How about it? Want to hop on a 30-minute call? I think that would be very abrasive to someone hearing that, or they
Right.
wouldn't want to connect with me. And so that's why I love the community part. And so what I decided was like, how can I have a sustainable profit coming in, right? A sustainable income
Hmm.
coming in. And how can I incorporate that in my business? As a web designer, at first I started just designing websites, but I was like, man, this is just one off. And I don't want to keep on chasing after clients or having to be pitch a client and everything like that. So I developed what I call an ecosystem, right? An ecosystem of like clients and just flow coming in, right? The currency coming in and out. And the way that I was thinking about that is like developing tech support, like a developing that recurring income stream. So one of my recurring income stream is hosting and tech support. And so once I'm done with a client's website, and this is what I tell people, like once you're done serving the client, is there a way that you can continue that support after you're done working with them? I believe in the lifetime value of a client and not
Hmm.
necessarily like that one-off payment, right?
Yeah.
And so I would transition them into like, okay, there's two choices. You can host with me. I can be your tech support and I can be, your touch point. You get 2 hours a month for tech support and I am your hosting provider and it's very affordable. And you can pay, I give them the year free, and, or they can host with GoDaddy or somewhere else, or they can host with me, which I'm a real person. You can talk to me, and I will be there for you. And most of the time people opt for that. And so so now, because I'm switching over as well, I'm switching over into show it designs and not really. So I have my lifetime like clients have been with me for years. I'm now switching over to another recurring income stream, which is my membership, right? And now because I'm doing show it, and basically I'm all about now growing someone's email list and of course providing those marketing strategies. And I was like, so after I'm done with their website, I'll just transition them into the community so they can um, I'll be there once a month. They can ask me questions. They still have support from me because a lot of them are wanting to market their business. And the reason why I developed also the community is because once I was done with a client, some clients would drop 5K, boom, on a website, right? In 3 months to 6 months, they would just quit. And it was a
Hmm.
great business. And I was like, wait, I don't want my work out
Yeah.
here. I was thinking about that as well, but I worked hard for that website. I don't want it to disappear. I want to reference it. But I was like, how can I help them stay in business? And so that's where I developed Monetizing Mompreneurs Society. But it was kind of like a lot of market research because I know when it comes to sales, you really have to be clear on kind of like, yeah, there's bonuses, but what's the transformation and what's the promise that you're giving? What's the life skill that they're going to be learning within your membership or within your program?
Amazing. I love that. I love that you say life skill. I have never heard anyone put it that way. And it is such a great way to say that. Like, what is the life skill that you need help continuing to learn, right? Or I've told you, or I've done it for you, but now I need to teach you the skills so that you can learn to do it on your own, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So the recurring income stream handles all of my bills. I don't have to worry about that. My team, I don't have to. And then when I do have a client coming on board because of my ecosystem, my community, and everything like that, it's just bonuses. Boom, bonus, bonus. It's not, and it's not. It feels good because I don't have to worry about my team getting paid or the bills getting paid, right? I don't have to like, oh, I got to scramble. And a lot of people dropped off, right? Their businesses
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
was a point that people they were just about that one off sale instead
Yeah.
of the longevity of the lifetime value of that client. Grocery stores, right? They always have people
Mhm.
coming back.
Right?
Restaurants, they always have people coming back, right? How can you get people to come back? And the same people too, having loyalty, loyal clients.
I love it. That's amazing. All right. Well, for those of you that are watching this on video and loving what Linda is having is saying, make sure to check out her website. You can just click that link, man, on the left side of the screen, and you could grab her beautiful templates. Also, there's a link directly there, or you can go to her website and grab those. Yeah, they're over there. Nope, they're that way. Um, but for those that are listening, tell us again how they find your website, how they get those templates, and most importantly, I think this is key, how you want to communicate with people, which is DM, right?
Oh, yes. Please DM me. Please don't email me. Like, I mean, excuse me, but please don't email me because you're not gonna like it. But you can contact me on my contact page. I respond to, like, if you fill out my contact form, oh, that's rapid response. But DMs, if you're trying to like, hey, Linda, where's that workbook? Or where's that freebie that you mentioned? The best way is to just DM me. I'm very approachable and I will pitch you slightly.
And so, what Facebook group do they search if they want to find you on Facebook?
Yes. So monetizing mompreneurs. I mainly work with mompreneurs, with moms in business, because I'm also a mom in business. And I love it because they understand, like, if my daughter comes in and I'm in a
Mhm.
meeting, they understand, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like knowing who I'm serving and having that understanding factor. Like, okay, she has kids too. And sometimes they may interrupt with a busted lip because something happened, because that happened. My daughter bumped her knee and her lip, and then she was bleeding, and I was like, "Hey, excuse me,
Yeah.
I gotta go
It's
really
right.
fast."
I
Yeah.
love it. And give us your website one more time so people can connect with you there, check out the templates, all of the amazing things that you offer.
Yes, it's lindamendable.com. Just think about, a mandible, but it's mendable with an E. So think about your jaw, right? Or credible, mendable, right? I'm
Love
just
it. I love incredible, bendable, amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Love your story. Love what you're doing for moms, especially, but just putting that amazing, golden rule sales energy out into the world. So thank you for joining us. Thank you all for listening. Make sure to come back to our next show and check out our next amazing entrepreneur and how they have built, grown, and profited in their business.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been beyond the pleasure.
Amazing. Thank you for being here. Join our community to attend live recordings, access free training, and connect with other entrepreneurs by going to buildgrowprofitgroup.com. That's buildgrowprofitgroup.com. Register for a free account and then request to join our group. We're excited to connect with you at buildgrowprofitgroup.com.